Humans have climbed the tallest mountains, explored the deepest oceans, even walked on the moon. But one of our most ambitious projects went in the opposite direction, straight down. Scientists spent decades drilling a hole so deep that it pushed technology to its limits. And what they discovered beneath the Earth's surface surprised everyone. How far underground do you think humans have gone? A few hundred meters? A few kilometers? What if I told you humans drilled a hole more than 12 kilometers deep into the Earth? In the 1970s, Soviet scientists launched one of the most ambitious scientific projects ever attempted. Their goal was simple in theory, but incredibly difficult in practice. They wanted to drill deeper into Earth's crust than anyone ever had before. The project became known as the Kola Superdeep Borehole. Located in a remote region of northwestern Russia, the drilling operation began in 1970. For years, engineers pushed deeper and deeper into the Earth. Specialized drill bits were designed, new technologies were invented, and progress continued. Eventually, the borehole reached an astonishing depth of 12,262 meters. That's more than 40,000 feet. To put that into perspective, if Mount Everest were placed inside the hole, its peak would still be far below the surface. At the time, it was the deepest artificial point ever created by humans. Scientists hoped to learn more about the structure of Earth's crust. But as they drilled deeper, the planet revealed unexpected surprises. One of the biggest discoveries involved temperature. Researchers expected heat to increase gradually. Instead, temperatures became far hotter than predicted. At the deepest levels, temperatures reached around 180 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to damage equipment and make further drilling extremely difficult. The extreme heat caused rock deep underground to behave differently than expected. Instead of remaining solid and stable, it became more plastic and difficult to penetrate. Scientists also discovered traces of water much deeper than previously thought possible. This challenged existing theories about how water moved through Earth's crust. Another surprising discovery involved microscopic fossils. Researchers found evidence of ancient life buried kilometers beneath the surface. Tiny fossilized organisms were discovered in rocks that were billions of years old. These findings helped scientists better understand Earth's geological history. As the years passed, drilling became increasingly expensive and technically challenging. Eventually, the project was halted. The deepest section of the borehole was sealed. Today, only a small metal cap marks the location of what was once one of humanity's greatest scientific experiments. But that's not the end of the story. Over time, strange rumors began spreading online. One famous legend claimed that scientists lowered microphones into the hole and heard terrifying screams coming from deep underground. The story became known as the Sounds from Hell. According to the rumor, the screams belonged to lost souls trapped beneath the earth. The story spread rapidly across newspapers, television programs, and eventually the internet. There was just one problem. It wasn't true. The entire story was a fabrication. No scientific evidence ever supported the claim. Yet the legend remains one of the most famous urban myths connected to the borehole. Even without the myths, the real story is fascinating. The Kola Superdeep Borehole remains one of humanity's greatest attempts to explore the unknown. Not by traveling across oceans, not by flying into space, but by journeying into the earth beneath our feet. And despite reaching over 12 kilometers deep, scientists had only scratched the surface. Earth's crust can be more than 40 kilometers thick in some places, meaning there is still an enormous world hidden below us that remains unexplored. Sometimes, the greatest mysteries aren't above us in the stars. They're directly beneath our feet.